Hey everyone, I'm back and I'm here to share with you my lock dye journey. So I will be going over all the different dyes that I've used and when I use them throughout my journey. So this may not be 100% accurate, but you can always go fact checking by looking through my old videos to make sure. And the reason why I'm doing this video, well, one, I was inspired by Face to Face. Check out her channel. And two, my number one most frequently asked question is probably what dye is this and how did you get it so bright? And the reason why I'm making this video is so that I can direct all those questions to a video, because the answer to that question is so deep. The reason why my hair is as bright as it is because of all the previous dyes that I've used in the past. So if you want to know how I really got this color, like how I really got the color, then you need to find out every single step that I took in my dye process, in my dye journey. Okay, so we're gonna start off with my natural hair color, and this was when I was a sophomore in college, when I first started my locks, and I had black hair. It was black, man. I was black. It wasn't dark brown. I feel like it was really black. Like when the sun hit it, it looked black. That's how you know when hair is black and when it's dark brown. So yeah, I did love it. I love it. And one day I will go back to black. I'll go back to black when I retire from the lock dyeing game. Okay, and my next color is this light or medium brown color, and I got this by using Honey Blonde dye. I used Honey Blonde by Dark and Lovely, and it lightened my hair a bit. I was really hoping to get even lighter when I did it this time, but it is what it is. It didn't come out so light, and yeah, so light brown. And I did that when I was a year into my journey. I did like at my anniversary. Okay. And then I was inspired by Onzek here on YouTube to get like a reddish copper auburn kind of color, and she said that she used Red Hot Rhythm by Dark and Lovely, I believe, and this is the result that I got when I used Red Hot Rhythm. I did really like it. I liked it a lot. I was in love with this color, and yeah, I think it looks pretty great. This was in the summertime, like maybe like 2 or 3 months after I did the Honey Blonde. So I didn't keep that light brown color for very long. I went to the Red Hot Rhythm, and then I kept the Red Hot Rhythm in for a few months, and then I remember, oh okay, I want to go back to school with even brighter hair. And instead of using the same dye again to touch up my roots and color the hair, I chose Vivacious Red by Dark and Lovely, and I did not like the results. It was too dark. I mean, it looks good, but it just wasn't what I was looking for. And then the next time I colored my hair, I went back to Red Hot Rhythm, and I really enjoyed the results. And I think I stayed with that dye for a little bit because I kept the red for a while. I kept the red my entire junior year and senior year, and almost my entire senior year. Was it this side or this side? I think it was this side. At one point I dyed like this amount. I think I was was it 6 locks? 6 or 7 or maybe 9, I don't remember. A little chunk right here I dyed blonde, so I had like a little blonde streak for a while. I did really like that, but I just knew that it was gonna be hard to maintain like dyeing the rest of my hair red and then touching up the blonde. I felt like it would have been too much work, so I just kept it in for as long as I waited until I needed to touch up the red that I had. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing something like that soon. Something like that very soon. Some of y'all probably gonna be mad at me. And then something told me to try Vivacious Red again, and then I did, and I loved it. And that was I'm skipping through time here because so yeah, the Vivacious red, it was gorgeous. I loved it when I had it. So I told myself, you know what, New Year's coming, I'm gonna try blonde. And then I think I used Honey Blonde by Dark and Lovely again, and I got this like light red color. Still not blonde, but it was pretty, like a cinnamony blonde. It was nice. And then I hadn't dyed it for a while. I remember being in a funk a little bit. I was struggling my senior year a little bit. I was struggling for a few reasons, because this is my first time living in an apartment with no meal plan, and I was kind of starving a little bit. I was like trying to save my money. I wasn't going to parties like that. Yeah, I made it through. I had support. My mom was helping me, my man was helping me, but I was kind of bummed out and working hard and just not feeling pretty. I wanted to really change my look, and I used Clairol Textures and Tones. That's the dye marketed towards women of color. So like, let me give this a try. Lightest blonde, I believe 7G is the letter combo, and I got this result and I was in love. Yes, I was in love. And yeah, I was feeling myself a little bit, and I kept that color for about a year. In between that year, I did use Garnier Nutrisse. I used one of their blondes to touch up, because I couldn't where I was shopping didn't have the Clairol, so I used another blonde, and I made a video on that. It was like a level below Textures and Tones, so it didn't give me what I needed. But a few months later, then I went back to the Clairol, and yeah, I had Clairol for a long time, until my 23rd birthday. And when I turned 23, I used a combination of 2 red rinses on top of my blonde, and then I had like this pink color. Like, it was so uneven, like my hair did not take it all at all, like it didn't really want to. I used Adore. A friend recommended that to me, Adore Raging Red, and then I pretty much have the results that you see right now. But I was struggling with the Adore because it ran so much. The color was running so much. It was like bleeding, and like I just want to lock this color in. I dyed my hair some red color, and actually, yeah, I remember I didn't really like it. I have that right here. It made my hair like a darker red. I did like it, but it just wasn't what I was looking for. It was pretty, but then a few weeks later, or maybe a month later, I went back to the Adore, and then I colored it with the rinse one more time after that, and that was in July, and that was when I modeled for To Make a Man Go Online, and I haven't dyed it since. I mean, it's October and I haven't rinsed it since July, and the color is still very vibrant. I feel like this rinse is not gonna wash out because of, I believe it's stained at this point. I believe my hair is stained, and even though when I do wash it, when I wash my hair, you know, the water does run a little pink, just a little bit though. And every now and then, like if I sleep and I'm really hot, or yeah, if my head is really hot, like I notice the pillowcase or my t-shirt gets a little pink. So it's not permanent, but it's kind of permanent. Like I notice whenever I wash my hair the next day, someone says, "Keisha, did you dye your hair?" I'm like, no, like I washed it. It's supposed to fade. What do you mean? It looks brighter? Yeah, let me give you a closer look. As you can see, it's brighter towards the front of my face because that is where it was the most blonde, and in the back the blonde didn't take so much, so that's why it's a darker shade of red. And in the middle, it's in the middle. Okay, my hand and hair syndrome is acting up. And I think, oh, what am I doing? Time for me to get out of here. Alright. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, check the description box before you leave me a comment. See you soon. Love, light, and LOCS. Oh, wait. Or two last things. Firstly, don't forget to go shop for your LOC accessories. lovelightlocs.storeenvy.com. And secondly, LOC Love Lives Here is having a meet and greet November 29th. Save the date. I'll have more details in another video. Thanks for watching. Love, light, and LOCS.